So this was the thing. So building services, mechanical, electrical, plumbing is also called as building services. Now MEP is the same thing with the full form is mechanical, electrical, plumbing. Under mechanical, we being a mechanical graduate, always remember we are responsible for HVAC and firefighting service by default. If you have a designation as a mechanical graduate or a mechanical engineer, so by default in this construction industry or this MEP industry, you are eligible for taking care of this firefighting and HVAC. And again, E is electrical, taken care by electrical engineers, and P is again plumbing, again taken care by the mechanical graduates. Okay, but this HVAC and firefighting comes into one thing, that is mechanical, purely mechanical, and plumbing is somewhat different. But a mechanical engineer is capable, or he's the person who can take care of plumbing too. Okay, so now if you can see this mechanical, electrical, and plumbing services, in short, that is MEP, is a significant component of the construction supply chain. You know this as it is a construction, right, under construction in the building. These services have been designed. MEP design is a critical for design decision making. Okay, this is the very toughest part. What? The designing. Because if you don't have design, what you'll execute, what you'll purchase, what you'll install, right? Same thing. So it's a very critical path. Okay, not only for the design, decision making. Why decision making? Like you need to know according to what project you need to install what. Like if you're dealing with some project which is near to the sea coast, so I can't go with some kind of material which easily gets corroded. Getting this? So we being an engineer, it's a decision making also, not only from our side. If the project is like above the budget, so what you need to do then, there things comes as what? Value engineering, where the owner, client, and everyone sits over there. I mean the consultant and all this, we have a mutual discussion and try to reduce the cost, but will not compromise with the quality, only just try to reduce the cost, which is called as value engineering in short. Okay, so this is kind of decision making. Accurate documentation, performance and cost estimating, construction planning, managing and operating the resulting facilities. In short, these are all services which runs under the building. Okay, just know what I said, just keep in that mind: mechanical, electrical, plumbing, firefighting, and who works for this, which engineers or what degree has been suitable for them to work under these things. Okay, now there are some more services which are there in the building, but the major service in the building, this building is what? Building services major is called as MEP. This is the biggest service in the entire building, but there are some more services also which is in the building. For if you can see this, HVAC, electrical, firefighting and plumbing, first four are again what? The MEP. Then next, if you see this on the screen, elevators or escalators. Now elevators or escalators is also a mechanical graduate taken care. If you write, you can write it down. Mechanical graduate is the person. A mechanical engineer is the same person who deals with this also. I mean the design, installation, selection, everything will be done by a mechanical engineer. Okay, for escalators or elevators. समझ में आता है आप लोग? Escalators and elevators. Do you know what is that? Yeah. Okay. Then the next one is what? Solar system. Solar system is partly electrical and partly mechanical. Okay, if you want to write it down. Then the next system over here is gas system. Gas system is taken care by mechanical again. Okay, these are all the services again. Okay, because building with HVAC to there will be more services, but this is the biggest service. But there are some more services which is taken care by which engineers I'm saying. So gas system is taken by a mechanical graduate, and security system, anyone? CCTV is installed by whom? Electronic people. So electrical people. Okay. I mean electrical graduates or electrical engineers. Then last is BMS again. What is BMS? Building Management System is taken care by whom? No, partly electrical and partly instrumentation. BMS, Building Management System. Okay, so this is taken care by partly electrical or partly instrumentation people. This is divided into parts. Either he can take care of this, or either he can take care of this. Okay, instrumentation is also one engineering, right? The same kind of person, he does the same thing. Okay, now clear hai yahan tak everyone online in classroom? Please click on my screen. Yeah, because if no interaction, then I feel bored, then I feel sleepy. Sorry to say this. Okay, let us start again. So this is standard societies, but what is a society? Can anyone say me? Anyone from the classroom or online? आप लोग पढ़े होंगे ASHRAE, ESHRAE, the same kind of thing. That was for HVAC. Same you studied in firefighting also, NFP and all this. What is NFPA? National Fire Protection Association. What it is used for? Why and all this? Anyone? No? Okay. Yeah. Not international standards, not exactly. I'm asking what is society. Okay, I'll say you in short. First of all, let me just read it out. This all the things with you. Then I'll let you know what are the societies and what are the things and why society we need. We have that too also. So very first thing is IPC. You people have the notes, so you people can highlight this. IPC is International Plumbing Code. Why I'm saying you to highlight this, you can take a highlighter from there if you want. Anyone can use. All three can use if anyone bring from there. IPC International Plumbing Codes. This is one society. Denoted or abbreviation is what? IPC. That is International Plumbing Code. Okay, and it is generally used for the standard projects. Okay, all over the globe, this society is being accepted. Okay, all over the globe because it is internationally accepted. These codes are internationally accepted. That's why it is called as what? International Plumbing Code. Then second is Uniform Plumbing Code, UPC. This is generally used in terms of what? US or Gulf project. If you want to write it down. This UPC is generally used when designing. I'm talking because right now we are dealing with the sorry, designing. IPC is globally accepted all over the world in the standard projects. UPC is generally designed whenever we are dealing with the projects which is from the US or Gulf. Okay, it might be anything. Okay, then next third one is BS. That stands for British standards. So when I'm the moment I'm saying British, UK standards. Okay, whatever the projects we are dealing or we are dealing with any UK project, so you will be using this kind of standards from over here, BS standards. Okay, next is what? DEWA, DEWA, that is Dubai Electricity and Water Authority. This is used in what? UAE, for the UAE projects. You can write it down over there if you want. Next is what? RC, Royal Commission, what? Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, KSA, it's written over there. NBC is National Building Codes. In India, we use NBC, just IPC है वहाँ पर international. In India, if you're dealing, that is NBC. That is what? National Building Codes, India. Okay. And IPA is Indian Plumbing Association, and QA or Qatar Kharama is used in Qatar. Okay, now I'll say you something. Whenever we are dealing with something, with any kind of project, we should know where the project is of, okay, and what are the standards we are following. But if you're dealing, they are specifically saying to follow this standards, you follow. If this not given, then you people can proceed with IPC standards. And moreover, why I said you to highlight this, because IPC is globally accepted. No consultant will deny this. This is internationally accepted IPC design. Okay, because what happens in designing, especially I'll say you, if anything you're designing, you need to prove that. Like example, if I'm selecting a pump or I'm designing a pump, okay, I can't just say that, okay, this much HP of pump is being more than enough. I need to submit the entire thing with me, like the calculation, everything, so that, okay, they'll see, okay, I need to prove myself. That's what. So I need to write in reference that this has been taken from so and so references. Like example, I'm saying IPC 2005 handbook. For example, I'm saying don't take it this. Don't fix this. Just saying you, okay. So they will this, okay, see, and they'll approve that. Okay, the same way. So above all, always remember, if nothing is given, then you people can follow with the IPC standards. Okay, that is International Plumbing Codes. Now, this is very, very, very important thing. Why plumbing codes? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Why plumbing codes? Anyone? So very first thing over here, just pay attention. Plumbing design based on probability. Very first thing of the plumbing. Whenever the moment I say you plumbing, always remember plumbing is designed on the probability. Like probability means the chances. Okay, for example, let me give an example over here. If I have a bathroom over here, for example, in our office, and there are three, four things like fixtures. I mean to say, I have one faucet, I have one tap, I have one shower, and I have WC, and I have one, what shall I say, a floor drain. So do you people think, not floor drain, so do you people think all these fixtures like a bathtub, okay, urinal, WC, and this faucet, will you people think online in classroom that all the four things work at a time? Yes or exactly. Yeah, obviously no. It is impossible. It is impossible, right? So that's what. So I can deal with that. But when I deal with all the considering all the four fixtures which is there in the bathroom, so then I will say that design is based on the peak design. Peak. मतलब at the highest. उससे ज़्यादा हो ही नहीं सकता. Getting this? मतलब will not get more than that. I'm considering all the four things. But in plumbing, this is totally wrong. That's why we have an software called as Excel or a program. That's why we design pipe in that, because it's like done over there. Because or else if it was fixed, all fixtures I need to take, then I would have taken from the pipe sizer. One good question in the last batch, someone asked me, one of my students, sir, why can't we use M.E.P duct sizer for this? Oh, sorry, M.E.P pipe sizer for sizing this pipes over here. So where in chilled water piping, everyone pay attention, online classroom, we know that the GPM or the flow is been fixed for the water, right? Yes or no? We have calculated it's fixed. So we know that from here to here, I need this much of GPM and all this. So I know that I am aware that, okay, this should be done in this way. So in that, when the values are fixed, I can go. But what about the probability, the chances? So I need to predict. So what happens whenever I'm talking about the plumbing, the moment I say plumbing, you should understand, okay, plumbing design based on purely what probability, that means chances. Okay, we'll see in further, but except special cases. Okay, but before this, online, did you got what I'm trying to say? What is probability, fixtures and all this? I'm not taking all the four fixtures, just take because I know that it is very impossible to work all the fixtures in the bathroom or whatever it might be. It's highly impossible, right? But there are some cases in which all the fixtures will be used. There are special cases. Now, except special cases like ablution tab. You know what is ablution tab? Anyone? Online knows, right? Online?
Yeah, we use it for the spray, water
Not the
for
spray.
EW.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. Yeah, ablution is wudu, everyone. Like before prayer, you know this. Let me just show you one image. Don't know, today net is like just hanging and all this. Just let me give you an image so that you people will easily understand. I think page number, anyone from my side, ablution tab. Just for your information, don't worry, I'll repeat this again also, just showing right now just to get an idea, because you should know what is the difference between probability design and the peak design. Page number 13. Yeah, everyone on this, can you see this? Like example, we are going for a prayer, so we know this, we have some limited time and Jamaat at the same time. So what happens, all these tabs will be used. Yes or no? Because everyone all will perform wuzu and all this at the same time. So don't you think this all tabs will be used? Continuously it will be used. Yes or no? So this is a special case. Always remember why I'm saying you, because if you deal this kind of projects, you need to go design for the peak design, not the probability design. Probability design is like the chances. You know, okay, it's residential, commercial, that's what. So first of all, whenever designing, you should know the application. What is application, anyone? Either it might be residential or commercial. Okay, residential is residential. And one more thing, people get confused when I'm talking about commercial. All industrial and all the things comes under commercial only. Okay, so commercial is commercial totally, residential is residential. So you should know what kind of project you're dealing with. Okay, if you're dealing with a mosque and all this or something, okay, then you need to know, okay, the usage is this much, so you need to design as per the usage. Okay, now yeah, we were over here. Okay, so plumbing design based on the probability, except special cases like ablution tab, what just now I showed you. Okay, then residential school. Residential school means decom school. Like example, the people, the students will sleep over there. Early morning, everyone will wake up at the same time because they have a school over there, because they are residing in school itself, right? This is residential school. So we know this, morning 5 or 6, whatever they are waking up, they'll do some activity. Then what they'll have is what they'll take a bath, everyone. Then yeah, like a hostel. So this is residential school. So whenever this is also considered as a special case, because all the things will be working at the same time. Okay, so this is only this two categories which is comes under special cases. So make sure when you're dealing with residential or revolution tab, or else it might be some more things when you'll find in the future, you need to be very careful. You need to think, okay, because if you don't predict or if you don't utilize, then the total project will go wrong. I mean the designing side, the designing, or else what happens, the project may be not what successful. It might fail because what I want, the water, I'll not get it. Okay, without pressure and all this. Okay, yeah. Therefore, to design plumbing, standards and codes are required. That's what. So I know this. Okay, plumbing is designed on probability and in special cases for the peak demand. So for this, I should know to take what for what. Like example, there is one school and there is one residential things. Okay, so I need to know that what are the values I need to take for this, for the school or residential. It will be totally different or no? I mean the usage of water will be different or no? For example, think about don't think about the values. If I say you will confuse later on, I'll show you that. Okay, right now just try to understand what I'm trying to say. If I am dealing with one residential home with like minimum like 3 to 4 peoples in a home, okay, I mean in a home, and there is one residential school, so don't you think the usage will be obviously different, right? So we will be getting the values from the societies, and society is a society which is always behind research and development. They have years and years of research, and they concluded for residential, okay, this much water per hour, for this fixture, this much water per hour for this fixture, and if it's gym, whatever, it's a big thing. I have a handbook also, I'll share with you people. Okay, so this is the thing why societies comes into picture, because society is always behind research and development. And societies are the things which gives us the designing values or the concept, because they do always experimenting and they'll give us the values. Okay, now, so therefore, to know this, what according to the project, I'll get the what values from them. That is called as standards or codes, which we get from the societies. Okay, and I said you above all, once again I repeat, IPC is above all. If you don't find anything, design for IPC. Okay, online? Yeah. Where a building contains plumbing fixture, those fixtures requiring water must be provided with an adequate supply of water for proper operation. For example, now don't get confused what is fixture and all this. Fixture is nothing but from where the water comes out and all this, like ablution tap, faucet, and WC. These are all fixtures. You will see in the future. Okay, yeah, these are all fixtures. So now what here he's trying to say, these fixtures requiring water must be provided with the adequate supply of water. What do you mean by adequate? Means how much water it requires, it should get that much, in short. Okay, next is what? For what, how much water? Like example, I said that faucet requires, faucet is a tap. Okay, when we open for cleaning the hand and all this. Okay, when I open the tap, I need to get a required pressure and flow. Both is important, required pressure and flow. I need not need excess pressure or low pressure. I need not need more flow or less flow. What it is required, and then every flow and every pressure of all the fixtures is predefined. I repeat, every pressure, okay, and all the pressures and all the flow of all the fixtures is predefined from IPC. What I'll be dealing with, I'll be showing you. Okay, so do not worry about this. Okay. Now, why does it need all the fixtures, the adequate water supply for the proper operation? Agar I have less water, it will not perform in the best way. I'll not get what? The best results. Getting it? The same kind of thing. Now, next is what? The number of water, the number of required plumbing fixtures is specified by this code and is based upon the anticipated maximum number of occupants of the building and the type of the building occupancy. Now, in this sentence, what is trying to say? The number of fixtures is being decided as per the type of the what project, I mean the application, and second is what? The number of people. And again, this is also given from the IPC. So I have no need to worry that, okay, this many people, what are the things I should get and all this. Okay, need not worry. I'll show you. We have all the tables from the IPC. I have application handbook of IPC. I'll share with you. Clear everyone online and classroom till over here? No, I'll give it to separate. I'll give you soft copy because it's some 364 pages, something like that. And you can use this also when you deal with the designing. It's very helpful. In fact, we take help from that also when we design. It's so much. You'll get more knowledge. Okay, now clear everyone? Mayank? Okay, next. This code provides the prescriptive criteria for pipe sizing systems connected to fixtures. Now, I'll size the pipe after this. Now I got to know what all the fixtures and all this, and I got the number of people, so number of people, fixtures and all this. So now can I size the pipe? Yeah, the same thing he is saying. After the once this has been done, I can size up the pipe. Okay. Again, we'll see that also. So this code, sorry, through the use of code, approved materials and installation requirements specific in the code's plumbing system will perform intended function over the life of the building. Anyways, in short, what it is trying to say, if you go with the codes and standards, first of all, you will get as the required pressure and flow. And second thing is you go as per the what installation requirements provided with a consultant like we. So what happens, you can achieve is what efficiency in the system first of all, and what the life also you can predict. For example, there is one saying, and it is being like known in the plumbing industry. If I am dealing with a plumbing pipe or like PVC, if I'm dealing with the same pipe, I mean the copper pipe for the plumbing itself, the difference is between what, first of all, copper is very expensive, right? And second thing is what, copper is very expensive, and second thing is copper life is expected as 100 years. That means once you install and forget. But in this PVC and all this, there might be some things that it might get damaged and all this, if it's corrosion, whatever. Corrosion, no? Erosion and all this, it might form and all this. Okay. So the same thing he is saying. Okay. So what are the standards we need to follow, and you can what get this advantage from that by using the standard societies, standards and codes from them. Next is what? Plumbing system. What we'll be dealing with, everyone. First of all, in the plumbing system, we'll be dealing with domestic cold water system. Okay, then hot water system, garden water sprinkler system, drainage system. In drainage system, we'll be using vent system and storm drainage. So these three comes under water, that is model 1, and these three comes under what? The drainage system. Okay, so these three are for the water system and these three are the drainage system. Don't worry, we'll do each and everything in detail, and for everything, do not worry about this, like pipe designing and all this. There are some more things also, like we'll be dealing with like tank selection, I mean the tank designing, pump selection and all this. Okay, neglect this image. Now let me just start up with the chapter 1, again introduction for this. That was the introduction for the entire like overview, you can say, for the MEP and all this. Now let us enter into the pure plumbing side. Very first thing, introduction for the plumbing. Plumbing is a set of piping, okay, apparatus and fixture for water distribution and waste disposal within a building. किसी को कुछ समझ में आया? In short, I'll say you, plumbing is nothing but a set of piping. But what exactly? This is the technical what definition. If you see this, it's much more given over here. Plumbing is a system of piping. I understand it's a system of piping, apparatus and fixture for distribution. Distribution means for the water distribution and waste disposal within a building. Now, for example, if you see this, everyone, can you see this image online, everyone? So so there is one guy, a small kid over here, and he's like filling some water over here from this tap or faucet, right? So the moment he'll remove this container, the water goes down, right? So this is what water distribution, right? It is distributing. And waste disposal, the moment it goes down, it will get drained in this way. So both the things comes into picture when I'm talking about. This is both related. That's what I said you. Plumbing deals with both the time, water side and what drainage side. Whenever the water goes over here, this you can consider as a drain water. So again, drainage. Yes or no? Now, if you see this, the same thing, disposal within building. Now this is what a kid over here, and this is laboratory. So this is what a WC over here, you can see. Okay, and this is the, what Western WC. And if you see over here below this, this is what a drainage pipe. Okay, and this is what a water supply pipe. Okay, if you see over here, from here the water goes down, it goes in this way, and this pipe is going in this way and connecting to this waste drainage pipe. Yes or no? Getting this? And now this water is coming up, and this pipe which is going above is called as what? Vent pipe. Vent pipe. So vent system also came in drainage, right? Because we need to exhaust the gases. This one which is going above and this way. ये जो pipe है ना, from here for example the water is coming in this way and it's crossing through this trap. This is okay, trap, and the water is going into this, and if you observe this, this is what WC waste, see, connected over here, right? So what happens is like they are bringing this wastewater into this and dumping in this. So this is wastewater or drainage water. Okay, this is directly getting into drain, right? Drainage, yes or no? And if you see this, only the water goes down, but what about the air or the vent? Because we have gases inside, right? So when this is the same pipe, it goes up, is called as vent pipe to exhaust the gases. Yeah. Sorry. हाँ, नहीं यहाँ से, यहाँ से. See, this is for the supply, and this is, if you see this, okay, I'll show you. If you're getting confusion.
I
See, this is what sink vent. Can you see this? This is sink, na? This is going vent. This is vent pipe. Okay, and this is what sanitary tree. We're going sink drain. That means this is sink. They are considering this sink. So this is drain, and they are directly dumping this sink drain into what? This one. Can you see this? This is toilet supply drain. Okay, clear? Okay, perfect. So now, just now we have done is what? We are reading for the architecture layout. That's what I don't understand. Hello? Yeah. Let us just see. Just now we have just read kind of some architecture layout, how exactly this looks like. Okay. The very first thing, whenever you get the architecture layout, you need to know or you need to learn first of all is what? Legends, abbreviations and notes. You know this what? In the previous I think I have shown you. Firefighting. The people who have studied in firefighting estimation, they know this. What is legends, abbreviations and notes, right? On the drawings I said you. You was there? What is legends and abbreviations and notes? Okay. Let me show you, no problem if you don't have. There will be always some kind of notes on the right hand side of the drawing. You need to read this, like example, there when I'm just open one project. So there are some notes. It's what given, you need to read it very, what shall I say? When you're very precise, okay, and we're in completely state of mind, because there are some things which they will not show in the drawing but they'll say over here. Okay, so you need to learn or you need to keep that in mind, and you need to do the estimation or whatever it might. Just now right now I just opened one estimation project, that's what I'm saying you. So over here all dimensions are in mm. So here he is saying that all the dimensions are in mm, elevation and floor levels are in meters. Okay, so that all the things are in mm at least, or behalf of what? Elevation and floor levels, that is in meters. Okay, unless shown otherwise. Now second is all dimensions and conditions are to be checked on site. Next is what? Water supply pipe shown and all this, all pantry sinks to be, see there is one important thing over here. When we're, for example, when if I'm dealing with the estimation of this project, here is saying I do have some pantry areas and I have the pantry sinks over there are to be provided with the terminal filters. So whenever I order, I need to have this terminal sinks with the what? Oh sorry, pantry sinks with the terminal filter. Terminal filter is one kind of filter which should be connected with the sink. वहाँ पर एक filter होता है small. So this is some notes. Always you need to ready. Sorry. Consultant, the designer. Okay. Now after this, let me show you one more thing for you people. Legends and abbreviations I do have over here. It's in general. Now what is legends and abbreviations? Legend is nothing. And abbreviation is what? Like abbreviations, just now we have seen abbreviations, IPC, UPC abbreviations were the same kind of thing. You need to know what is the abbreviations. For example, if I'm dealing with the plumbing, right? This is irrigation, HVAC. This is water supply and firefighting and drainage. Okay. Right now we're dealing with this. Sorry. So every consultant will give you why, because they will say what symbol is representative what and what are the abbreviations. For example, if you see over here plumbing and this for HVAC, this is what, if you can see over here, the sheet title is what, mechanical services, symbols, legends and abbreviations and notes. If you see over here in the plumbing, these are all what, abbreviations. AAV stands for automatic air vents. ESRA, these are what, technical terms in terms of plumbing. They'll not write like this automatic air vent, area drain, all this. You need to identify this. AD stands for area drain, AAV is automatic air vent, BP is booster pump and all this kind of things. Okay. They will give, they have, right? Okay. Now this was about abbreviations, and this is called as legends. Legends is what, the symbols or legends. So this like dotted lines, WP, this whenever you see this kind of pipe is called as, this is waste pipe. Okay, that means this consultant for the waste pipe, they will have in this way, like dotted line, and this is again waste pipe, but there is a difference between this. This is also waste pipe and this is waste pipe. This is dotted and this is single. So what, this is underground and this is what, above ground. Got it? Same kind of thing, soil pipe, waste pipe and all this kind of stuff. Okay, hot water circulating, hot water supply and hot water return, the same kind of thing, HWR and all this. And these are what, again, these are the symbols. So three things, legends, abbreviations and symbols. This is balancing valve symbol. Okay, this is riser up, this is riser down. Ye riser hai, this is down and this is up. This represents up, and this half kind of a semicircle, this represents that this riser is going down. They will give you whatever the consultant you are working, they will give you, right, that okay, we do follow, we have a standard for this we represent in this way. Every consultant has their own, but it's not like that all the consultants will differ, abbreviations, notes and legends, everything, no, but very little bit. Like example, I got to know one thing in HVAC. I was having one motorized fire smoke damper, MFSD, in one project, and then the same project, from the other consultant, they were saying it is MSFD. It is motorized smoke fire damper. The concept is same. He is saying motorized fire smoke damper and he is saying motorized smoke fire damper. But the thing is same, it works the same. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this is the symbol of booster pump and this is the symbol of manhole. This is square and this is circular manhole. This is what, circulating pump. This is filter. This is drinking fountain. These are the symbols. Okay. This is what, wash basin, and this is WC. This is Western and this is Indian. Okay, the same kind of thing. Whenever you deal with this, you should know what you're dealing with. Now let us start up with this. So this is done. So now we have studied this for example. Then what you need to do, site development utility. Okay, so these are elevation, section drawings and detailed drawings and all this, and doors and windows. Yeah, everyone, can you people please mute your microphones in TeamViewer as well as in Skype, please, because that and this is creating a lot of disturbance. Yeah, is it okay, everyone? Yeah, now this is okay. Yeah, yeah. Please, I request everyone not to please unmute your microphones, because from that microphone and mine, everything, it's creating a lot of disturbance, right? So please, I request everyone not to. Well, if you have any kind of doubts, I'm not stopping you for the doubts, and everyone, you're most welcome with your doubts. But whenever you have, just please unmute your. First, click on my screen, then unmute your mic, Then you can proceed with your doubts. Okay. Now, second thing, note area can be extracted from the floor plan. Okay, from the floor plan, you know this area can be extracted from this, and height of the wall, slab, door, window, etc. can be extracted from the sections. You know this. Everyone knows this. Very, very, very simple and very common. Now, after this, let me just start up. What is first of all the plumbing fixture? As I said, these are all what I'm dealing with right now is all plumbing fixtures. Very first thing is what? Very first and very commonly seen plumbing fixture is what? The water closet. It's called as WC. You people know it as WC, but what is WC stands for? Water closet. Okay, and there are a number of types of water closet. What's on your screen is what? This is what? Eastern or sorry, this is Western WC. Okay, so this is what? Let me say you what exactly is this. This is a tank, or you can take a flushing tank. In this also we have a number of categories, but right now just see only what is water closet. I'm just showing you the pictures, not explaining on the mechanism. What is what? Okay, so this is WC, that is Western WC, and this is tank, and this is a bowl, and all this. Okay, seating arrangement and all this. Okay, but what is this? How many types and all this? We'll see, and what is the mechanism later on in the next chapter. So very first picture is what? WC, that is water closet, and this is what? Which one? Western. And second one is what? Eastern or Indian or Arabic. It's said the same. This is again a WC. The type is different. Then third one is universal. For example, some people don't prefer to use Indian, and some people don't prefer to use what? Western. So generally you will be seeing this kind of stuff in like five-star hotels and all this. Like in whichever whoever is comfortable, they can use this because it's universal is combination of Indian and Western. As you can see this, one can use in a Western way and one can use in a Indian way. Can you see the pedestals online here? Yeah. No? It's there, man. Yeah. So that is pedestals. Okay, it's called as pedestals. So one can use in this way too. Okay. So then this is called as universal. Next is what? The flushing mechanism. Let me show you. And this is the very, very, very basic tank. It is in our whole household and all this. We do have this kind of flushing tank. Okay. This is gravity flush tank. Okay. Now, whenever how this works, whenever this knob is pressed down, okay, this chain will try to lift this up. And this is what? A float valve. Okay. To maintain the water level. Whenever this water level is reached, it will go like this and it will stop the water which is coming from over here. Okay. So whenever this is being pushed because of the gravity, you know this water comes down. Okay, so this is a general and very common flushing tank. It's called as gravity flushing tank. So now whenever someone has used WC and all this for the cleaning purpose, this gravity flush tanks will be coming into use, right? And this flushing tank has only mechanism, no nothing mechanism special, only just because of the gravity the cleaning is being done. Clear everyone here? I'll add one more note over here. I have some notes with me. In one flush, write down. This is the interview point of a question also. In one flush, generally in one flush, 1.6 gallons of water is being drained. Or else you can write one flush as per the standard I am saying. 1.6 gallons. How much in liters? 1.6 gallons per flush, that is GPF. GPF is what? Gallons per flush. So that means what? If someone is flushing this, pressing the handle, what happens? 1.6 gallons of water is being flushed. Okay. Or it is called as what? GPF, gallons per flush. Just how you people have heard CFM, cubic foot per minute, GPM, gallons per minute, gallons per second and all this. Same kind of thing in plumbing, GPF, that is gallons per flush. Okay, so this is interview point of question. If someone asks, you can say, and I'm saying this might vary according to the capacity of the tank. But as per the standard, if you're talking about the standard construction, it is 1.6 gallons per flush. Okay, and you can convert that into liters if you're getting confused. Okay, whatever it might be UK gallon or US gallon. Again, the values differ. Clear yahan tak everyone? Yes, online in classroom. Okay. Next is what? Flushometer tank. Now, what do you mean by this flushometer tank? It's the same kind of what? Flush tank, but we are using a device in it which has a piston in it. It will create additional air pressure. Now, if I'll show you the section inside of this, I have this. Okay, I'll show you in the Google. I do have a piston over here. Uh, this is perfect, everyone. Image available online on screen. Yeah, this is a piston. Okay, this is called as Flushometer Tank. It's the same kind of tank for the same concept, just for the cleaning purpose. Okay, and but it has some slight changes. Okay, what it is, it is have in your notes. It's there, right? Yeah. So just same flushing tank. It has one device with a piston. This is piston. Okay, and what happens inside? It will create an additional pressure of air. Okay, so what happens? And one more advantage is what? Can you see this? There is a one big thing over here, right? So water will be surrounding this. So do you think the water consumption in this is less or in the gravity flush tank is less? In this is less. Very good. In this is less, but this is more effective because I'm having one additional device, which is what? Air piston, which has a negative pressure, and whenever the knob is being pressed, what happens? The water is being released with more additional air pressure. So less amount of water and effective cleaning more than gravity flush tank. Okay, this is flushometer tank. This is somewhat expensive than gravity flush tank, and you'll not see this is that much common. Okay, this is somewhat expensive, but you'll see in some kind of restaurants and all this commercial purpose. This section, this is a piston. This lifts, we can't stop air, right? It is stored and that will be under pressure because of the piston. You know what is piston? It compresses the air. So when its knob is pressed, the air is being released with the water. Air and water mixed will get another effective cleaning. Okay, so this is flushometer tank. And one more thing I'll add over here, if you can write in your notes, this generally is being used in green building concept. Now, what is green building concept, anyone? What is green building, anyone? The building which is green in color? Perfect, man,
in
perfect. Or
which
natural
we
resources, in which we are saving the natural resources or saving the energy. You can say the same thing. Very good. Chalo, I'm happy.
or
So
we use
one
the renewable energy.
yeah, perfect. So one can write this. Generally, flushometer tanks are considered in what? The green building concept, because what? Less water and effective cleaning, right? So less wastage of water. So this is a concept of green building and effective cleaning, and this is the best. Flushometer tank is the best when it compares to what? All the flushing tanks, the best one with less water and best effective cleaning from all the tanks. Okay, now after this, I do have one more picture. After flushometer tank, what is this? Flush valve. Now, where do you see this? Flush valve. Flush valve is also the same kind of thing, which is what? Used for the drain or to clean out. But what? Here, the tanks is being connected to WCs. But whenever I'm talking about the flush valves is being connected to the urinals. Now, what do you mean by urinals? Anyone? Is it कुछ idea है? What is urinal? Generally, you have seen urinals in, I think, in theaters, shopping malls, and all this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll say you. Yeah, public toilets and all this. I'll say you. I have this urinals, so you can get an idea. And I can prove you also one thing over here. Can you see this? These are urinal, everyone. Okay, and these are flushing valve. Now assume, can I have a big tank over here for the flushing? No, it does not look good. So they will not give me permission to do this. Okay, so this is flushing valve. In this also we have some kinds and types. I'll say you what is this. Okay, and if you see over here, this was for the urinals. We use flush valve. And for the WCs, you have already seen, we do have is what? Flush tanks. Okay. Hmm? Clear? Okay, now let me add some more things about this. Very first thing, if I'm talking about this, generally you'll find this hotels, theaters, restaurants and all this, and you said in the public toilets and all this. Especially it is attached to the urinal. And one more thing, very, very important thing. This is a design consideration step. This flush valve will demand 3 times more water than what? The gravity tank. So write it down. This demands 3 times more water consumption from the flush tank. तो कितना हो गया? I said you per one flush I'll get 1.6 gallons per flush. So 1.6 into 3, how much? 4.2 gallons per flush. So it's not waste of so much of water. Why? Because, can anyone say me? Because the clearance from the urinal to the flush valve is very limited. But if you see from the gravity tank to the bowl, I mean the WC, we have a limited, we have some height. Okay, from there I can get the pressure, right? Because of the gravity. But here the pressure is very limited because the height is very limited. Okay, and one more thing, I can't design this thing with a high velocity, right? Because if I open, if it's very high velocity, what happens? All it'll come on our clothes or it'll flush out. Getting this? So that's the reason. So more the water and cleaning, but we can't do. Okay, but have you ever seen this? We have installed somewhere gravity flush tanks or flushometer to the urinal. No, it's not. Okay, because of what? The interior concern and all this. Okay, clear design concept, because you need to be very, very, very careful. Whenever I say flush valve, you need to be very careful. Oh my God, this is like 3 times more than gravity tank or flushometer tank. It's so much. Yeah. Just only have the urinals. If you move the automatically. That is not standard. That what you're saying is again a green building concept. I'll say you. In this also what I have, I'll say you. One of your friend is asking. Anyways, this is the mechanism. I'll come back to you. This is the mechanism. When you pull out this handle down, this will try to lift up. The moment when it is lift up, the water is under pressure over here. Yes or no? It's not rest under pressure. The water will come and drain out. Okay, for the cleaning purpose. Now, as one of your classmate online is asking, there is what he saw is like we don't find any kind of thing over there, but when we move on, it happens a drain, right? You're saying this. Okay, what you're saying is totally right. Again, it's a concept of what? Green building. Okay, again to save water and all this will come, but as of now, I'm just saying you. I'll describe in a more elaborate and a very detailed way. What happens in that is like it senses. We do have is what with the sensors over there. Okay, infrared sensors and all this. So at the moment whenever a human comes over there, they will what sense the body temperature and automatically activate and hold on till the body is there. The moment he's left, he's done with it, it automatically flushed out. So what happens? There is no what first of all, okay, I'll not discuss now. There are so many points to discuss at this. Okay, I'll say you 2-3 points which is very important because that is also which we'll be using while designing when you're dealing with hospitals and all this. Generally what you're asking, generally we see it in terms of what? Hospitals. Why and how? I'll say you. Okay, very rare. Okay, and this is what laboratory. It looks like this. This is one laboratory and this is another laboratory. This is a single laboratory and this is a laboratory with pedestal. Now whenever I'm talking about laboratory, laboratory is the same. Wash basin, do not get confused. It's a technical term for the wash basin. It's laboratory. The same thing. And this is also laboratory and this is also laboratory, but there is one difference. This is with the pedestal. Now what is pedestal? This one, if you can see this, and it's nothing, just for the interior purpose we are having the pedestal. All it looks like this a bad way and all this. It does not suit for the interior. It's not recommended also. Okay, for the pleasant look, generally we'll go with this. Okay, so let me just stop over here online in classroom. Inshallah tomorrow same time